You win against Green Bay. You have to go to New Orleans, which people are acting like the Saints are garbage. And it's like, yeah, they got down big to Detroit 21-0. But then again, like they came back and they made it a game and they only lost by a score. So I'm not necessarily like being like, oh, yeah, it's a cakewalk. We're going to go in there and pull out the victory. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. And then we have to go to Philadelphia to play the Eagles on Christmas. Good God. Ho, ho, ho. Bah humbug, dude. And then Rams and Eagles. So it'll be interesting. Like if we can pull out the victory if we go and win against Green Bay and New Orleans, you're sitting at 6-8 with 3 games to play and 2 of those games against the fucking Eagles. It's like literally you could have put any 3 other teams there, and I think I'd be happy about it. But I doubt that the Eagles will be sitting anyone on Christmas. So maybe you get a victory. You know, we keep talking about, you know, if they lock up, but they just got hammered by the 49ers. So now it's like you really do have to. Oh boy, now I got to look into this because let's see. Eagles are 10-2. Niners are 9-3. Okay. So basically they have to keep pace. They have to keep that 1 game ahead of the Niners, right? So they play us twice. Who do the Niners play? Seahawks, Cardinals, Ravens, Commanders, Rams. Ooh. Seahawks, although they handled them pretty easily Thanksgiving night, and it's not in Seattle, it's in San Fran. So I think that's a win. So it's 10-3. At Arizona. Arizona is like probably the toughest fucking bad team, quote unquote bad team or team with a losing record I've ever seen in my life. I mean, stomped the Steelers. Who else did they beat this year? They've beaten the Cowboys. They've beaten a couple teams where it's like, holy shit. So, I mean, let's not act like that's an easy win. I think that the Cardinals could give them San Francisco a run for their money, possibly even upset. Odds are Niners get the dub. So we're looking at 11-3. Ravens at home, not in Baltimore. So that could be a loss. 11-4. At Washington, that's a win. 12-4. Home against the Rams, who are probably potentially fighting for a playoff spot. So it's 11-4. Am I looking at that right? 9-3, 10-3, 11-3, 11-4, 12-4, and then they could be 13-4 or 12-5. So the Eagles are at Cowboys, at Seahawks, Giants, Cardinals, Giants. Okay, 10-2. So if they go to Dallas, who's to say that Dallas should have beat them last time. So maybe they lose that game. It's 10-3. So now they're tied with the Niners. They go to Seattle. That could be a losable game, but I'll say they'll pull it out. So they're 11-3, right? 10-3, 11-3. They lose to us 11-4, lose to the Cardinals 11-5. Then they would have to. Yeah. So I think that January 7th game is not going to be the Niners sitting anyone. I mean, the Eagles sitting anyone, unless the Niners really shit the bed, which I don't see happening. But then again, they had their injury issues last year. And if Purdy gets hurt, that team is screwed. I don't think they're having a backup come in and playing like Purdy is. Purdy is playing at MVP level. So, yeah, I just... and at 2 losses, we'd be 7-10. And I don't think we're not making the playoffs at 7-10. Right? I mean, I guess we could check playoff status. It wouldn't hurt. No, I don't want that, dude. Right now, I can't believe I'm talking about this. We have a 1% chance of getting the 7th seed. Gotta love it. All right. Giants' most important games. Giants, what if? Okay, here we go. Best case scenario. All right, here we go. Jesus Christ, Neil. Get a load of this. So if we lose, say we manage to beat the Packers, Saints, and Rams, we lose twice the Eagles, which feels like that is plausible. That's the reality of the situation. We go 7-10. We still have a less than 1% chance of making the 7th seed. So we're not completely out of it. You know, we lose 3 of the next 5, we're definitely out, right? So we lose 2 of the next 5, we're not completely out of it. There's like a very slim, the slimmest of chances that we get the 7th seed. We lose 1 of the next 5. We have a 21% chance of getting the 7th seed and a 3% chance of getting the 6th seed. We win out. and we have an 84% chance of making the playoffs. 83%, 84%. But yeah, that's like, dude, if that happens, put all your money on them to win the Super Bowl. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Unless they get get it all out of their system. The injuries, the mistakes, everything is just completely flushed from the system. But yeah, 9-8, kind of a pipe dream. I think at best we'll go 7-10, and we very easily could go 4-13. We could lose the next 5 as well. It's all dependent on like how the defense feels when they wake up that day, I guess. Because like against shitty offenses like the Jets, the Patriots, and the Commanders, they can show that they can dominate. It's just that Bills game that really throws me off. But again, I think that's when we had Leonard Williams. We don't have him anymore. And we're without Dexter. So yeah. And the Packers are hot, so I don't see them coming down to earth. So that's going to be tricky. So that's the Giants.